And welcome, everybody, to another presentation of high school sports on 302sports.com. Tonight, high school baseball from Frawley Stadium. It's the Polytech Panthers and the Milford Buccaneers, an inner Henlopen Conference matchup. Mike Lang along with Jason Winchell, Leonard Evans, Big Ed Halliday, and Pat Garianis. And Jason, busy baseball day today. Well, not really busy, but an interesting day in baseball, in high school baseball today in Delaware, as we had an overtime or extra inning thriller over at Salesianum with St. Martin Sallies. And tonight, Polytech and Milford, two teams that can hit the ball and score some runs. So we're looking forward to a good one.
Yeah, and like you said, it's these Henlopen teams. They like playing each other, and it's a bragging right game, and it's going to be a real good game here.
Milford, the visiting team tonight, they will start Brock Hilligoss on the mound, and for Polytech, the starting pitcher is going to be number 14, Evan Harris. Polytech in the red jerseys and the white pants and the white hats. Milford with the white uniforms. I like those maroon.
Yes.
The horizontal striped socks and the horizontal stripe on the jersey, and those so easy to read gold numbers on the white jersey. So should be a good one here. It's a little chilly tonight at Frawley Stadium, and a sparse crowd so far on hand. But come on down to Frawley and come on and watch some good high school baseball, and I'll let you in for free tonight.
That's very nice of you, Mike.
I'm feeling generous today. It's Friday night, and that's how I roll. And we just got paid. That's correct. So Harris out there warming up for Polytech. Let's see the defense for the Panthers. First base, it's a Baseball Hall of Famer, Lou Whitaker.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that? Second base,
go.
Alexander Pingator. The shortstop, Brent Buxton. And the third base, Peyton Lehman. In left field, it's Dylan Gross. Center field, Chase Rebuck. And in right field, Mitra Barter. The catcher is Jack Walker. Setting the Milford batting order. Batting first, Dominic Robles. Brock Hilligoss batting second. Bryce Greenlee, batting third. The designated hitter, Caden Opplinger, will hit fourth. Jackson Turner will hit fifth. Chad Reichhold batting sixth. Caden Stanley is hitting seventh. The eighth hole hitter is Mason Haggerty, and batting ninth for the Buccaneers, Ashton German. So we are about ready to get started here. It is 7 o'clock. Finally some sun. Still a little on the chilly side, but no snow flurries like we had earlier this week.
No, yeah. We definitely had some snow earlier this week, Mike.
I think Pat's still defrosting here.
Yes. And then me and Nick and Len were out at Caravel last night, and it got chilly once that sun went down. But it's probably the best softball game I've seen in a long, long time, with number 2 Caravel scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th to take a victory away from number 1 DMA, 3-2.
Yeah, I went to watch soccer yesterday, Ursuline and Caravel over at Servian Field, and it was daytime, and it was still pretty darn chilly. 3-1 win there for the Bucks, and we are underway. That pitch is high. Ball 1 from Evan Harris. The batter is Dominic Robles. He will do the catching for the Bucks. And a called strike. 1-1.
This is always a great place to play a baseball game here at Frawley Stadium.
So 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That is called strike 2 right down Broadway.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice all-speed pitch.
You gotta find
ahead of the batter.
Need to find a road somewhere between Woodside, Delaware, and Milford, Delaware, so it's not right down Broadway. Right down Route 10. Maybe that would be it. That's a ball. It's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and that is called strike 3. First out is a caught looking for Harris, and we have one down.
Yeah, nice bit of pitching there, Mike. Always want to get that first batter out. I bet everyone's got a little nerves here playing at Frawley Stadium. What a great environment to play in, and it's always good to get that first out. We saw Newark Charter struggle here getting outs.
So that is Brock Hilligoss, the pitcher. He pops one up foul down the third baseline. It is a nice catch made there by Peyton Lehman as he had to track that one. A little bit windy out there today, but he made a nice catch for the Panthers. Jason, they come in with a record of 3-4. Their last game was a win over Woodbridge. And before that, they lost to their losses this year to Hodgson, St. George's, Del Mar, and Indian River. So a couple good teams in there for Polytech that's rebuilding a little bit this year. Curveball, that is called strike one.
Yeah, no, that's a tough early season schedule. A bunch of teams out in the 302 Sports top 10 poll.
Last game, a 2-1 win over the Blue Raiders from Woodbridge. 0-1 pitch, bounced up there, 1-1. Milford, on the other hand, they are 3-5 and the rare baseball tie, 3-5-1 this year.
They will be making up that tie, or they will be continuing that tie game against Tower Hill later in the season.
That game was 12-12.
Yes, when it was called.
Pitching took the holiday. Just off the outside corner, 2 balls and 1 strike to the batter, number 9, Bryce Greenlee. Greenlee, the center fielder. Last 2 games for Milford have been wins. They defeated Sussex Tech on Tuesday, and before that, Laurel last Friday. So from 1-5-1 to 3-5-1. So things are looking up for the Bucks. There's a grounder down the third baseline, foul ball, and it makes the count full at 3-2.
Yeah, an early first inning payoff pitch here.
This is the first of 5 straight games away from home for the Buccaneers. They will be at Smyrna on Tuesday, and then next Thursday up here again in Wilmington at Canby Park, taking on the Vikings from St. Elizabeth's and Sussex Central and Del Mar. So it's going to be a while before they're playing at home. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Greenlee is out, and that's going to do it in the first inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bucks. So after half inning, no score. Polytech coming to bat. You're watching baseball on 302 Sports. And we're back at Frawley Stadium. Bottom of the first coming up. Jason, you know what's going on tomorrow on 302 Sports. It's a nooner. Boys lacrosse, a top five matchup. Archmere hosts Cesar Rodney at noon. Only live on 302 Sports. I believe Jason will be there with who?
Nick Hall.
Nick Hall.
Len Evans.
Nick Hall and Len Evans. How about that? That's a fun place to watch a lacrosse game.
It's a busy day for Len Evans tomorrow.
Up there in the corner of Claymont. So Harris, the lefty, thrown to Dominic Robles. He swings at the first pitch and fouled out of play. 0-1. I'm sorry, this is Chase Rebuck. I looked at the wrong side. Rebuck, the center fielder, sends this one into right field. That's a single base hit on the second pitch of the game, and Polytech's got a man on base.
That's a good way to lead off here in the bottom of the first. Get that nice single. Get the runner on base.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, number 24, Thomas Mitchell. He'll be followed by Brent Buxton, the shortstop, and Mitchell Barter batting cleanup. Evan Harris bats 5th, Pingator 6th, Louis Whitaker 7th, Jack Walker 8th, and Peyton Lehman batting 9th. That is your Panthers lineup. See your runner at first base staring right into the sun. The sun right across the mound right now, so it should not bother the batters too much.
Definitely not.
This is Thomas Mitchell, the DH. He's batting for left fielder Dylan Gross. Moved to first, and it gets by the first baseman. That's going to be error on the pitcher, Hilligas, I'm sorry, and going to second is Rebuck. So we'll call that an E1. Jason, we saw that at Salesianum today. Lots of throws to first base ended up costing
St. Mark's.
St. Mark's
in the bottom of the 7th. St. Mark's ended up.
St. Mark's did. Yeah.
Ended up winning an extra inning, 7-5.
Good game over there. We caught 7 of the 8 innings.
Yes. Saw a 400-foot shot by Josh McGuire.
Yeah, it would have been out of here by a long shot.
Yeah.
A lot of long fly balls in that game today. Josh McGuire is a Salesianum power-hitting third baseman. Thanks. Swing and miss by Mitchell. No balls and 2 strikes. So Hilligas can see his way to 1 out here. There's an off-speed pitch, swing and a miss. The throw to first completes a strikeout. Moving to third on the play, however, is Rebuck, and he's 90 feet away. So it's a strikeout, 2-3. First out of the inning.
Yeah, great job by the catcher making sure he got the shore out of first base there, Mike, on the throw down instead of trying to get the runner at third base.
This will bring Brent Buxton, the shortstop, to the plate, and an RBI opportunity. Frawley Stadium looking fresh as ever. That pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. Jason, hard to believe this stadium's been here, about 25 years now.
Yes. What a great...
Looking so good.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous stadium.
Unless you're a home run hitter. Off-speed pitch, pounded into the dirt. First baseman's got it. Pitches to Greenlee. Hilligas, he gets the out of first. RBI on the play as Rebuck comes in to score. So the second out of the inning, that ball was grounded to Chad Reicholt. I want to make sure I give him credit. And he made a nice play, got that ball to Hilligas for out number 2. When a run scores, and it's 1-0.
He didn't panic when he fell down. Mike made sure he got the out at first base. And in the first inning, you'll give up the run to get the out.
Mitchell Barter, the batter, with 2 outs and nobody on base. A run across for the Panthers. They lead 1-0. Pitch is high. And that's 2 balls and no strikes. But, you know, Saturday mornings are made for the Premier League. So we got to get a nil in there. That pitch is high, ball 3. If Barter were to get on base, and there's strike 1, the pitcher, Evan Harris, would come up for the Panthers, even though he's walking in the dugout, not on the on-deck circle. And I believe that must have been ball 3, so it is 3-2 is the count. Full count, lined up the middle, and that's going to... Oh, nice diving catch by the center fielder, Bryce Greenlee, and that's going to end the inning. I thought it was a base hit, Jason. So after 1 complete inning, Polytech puts a run across. They lead 1-0. We'll be back after this on 302sports.com.
No matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvements' pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens and bathrooms. Want a professional no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home.
Let me get these fries out of my mouth. Now we're back at Frawley Stadium. Mike Lang, Jason Winchell, Pat Carendis, and Len Evans. Having a good time, aren't we, Pat?
We are. I'm hopping on the mic here. Jason's having the old hiccup spell. That's the worst.
I hate when that happens. The batter is Caden Opplinger, the designated hitter for Milford. He'll be followed by Jackson Turner, Chad Reichhold in the second inning.
Jackson Turner River Drive?
Yeah.
That's Bachman Turner.
Yeah, I like Jackson Turner better.
So
anyway.
how about that, man? It's good. But
that was him.
He's probably got no idea what that means when he watches
no,
this
he wouldn't.
back.
No, he'll have no idea. So 2-0 after that low and outside ball. I think we're all falling apart, Pat.
Oh, my Lord, you just can't make this stuff up here.
No. That is a strike 2 and 1. Busy day tomorrow. I think there are a couple games here at Frawley Stadium. 3, to be exact.
The old triple header.
Yep.
Should be a nice day. Weather's, I think, finally going to start to break a little bit, at least during the daytime hours.
And we had we mentioned our lacrosse game tomorrow at Archmere. Big high school baseball games. This one's fouled over our heads and way out of here.
God, it's hitting the Ultima.
Big high school game tomorrow. Salesianum, after today's heartbreak, has to play Cape Henlopen tomorrow at noon.
Well, we talked about it on 302 Sports Weekly. It's a bit of a hell week for Sally's.
Yeah, they have
4
Caravel and
ranked
Apo after this,
opponents.
so they had St. Mark's today. It's a tough one. That ball's pounded foul.
How about that one? If just barely dropped out of the glove there, otherwise that'd have been a strike 3.
Part of that Salesianum stretch over the next few weeks is a game right here against St. Mark's on May 2nd. Keep your eyes on the 302 Sports schedule. You never know. You never know.
That's it, Cinco de Dos.
That's right. That's a check swing, fair ball down the left side.
How'd that stay
And
fair?
that ball, I think he lost it in the sun.
He had to.
And Opplinger's going to go into second base. We're gonna have to. I'm not sure how you score that. It's got to be an error, but probably on the first baseman.
That was rare. I mean, you very rarely see that. I mean, that ball wasn't offline by any means. It was just low. First baseman just kind of lost that one in the sun, no doubt.
We mentioned how the runner was staring into the sun, also the first baseman. So that'll bring up Jackson Turner, the shortstop, with a runner on second and nobody out. An really unfortunate error there for Polytech. They brought the corner infielders are in against the bunt here. Turner, the lefty. Let's see what he does with it. Harris delivers the line shot up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. Runners will be at first and third. So no bunt. Jackson Turner swings away, and he is at first base. Tying run 90 feet away for Chad Reichhold, the first baseman.
It's a nice piece of hitting there by Turner. That's a tough pitch on the inside there. Sawed him off a little bit, but he fought it off, inside-out swing. Just bloops it out over to shortstop's head. It's a nice piece of hitting.
So
Reichhold's a big boy.
I think they're growing big down there in Milford.
This is a big young man right here, and he's only a sophomore.
Looks like he's about 6'4", Pat, doesn't he? That pitch catches the inside corner, strike 1.
He's got that build that we saw. Cole Reynolds of Caravel is also a sophomore. Big kids, man. All around the state of Delaware here. Underclassmen.
So lights are on it. Frawley not yet taking effect. There's a curveball fouled out of play, and
it's a nice pitch.
Somewhere over near the Iron Hill Brewery. Oh. So we mentioned the talent that we have here in Delaware. Former Middletown Cavalier Chad Cool in town with the Pirates.
Yeah, they're playing the Phils this weekend.
Nice article from Kevin Tresley of the News Journal and Chad Cool.
Did you see the movement on that pitch by Harris?
Yeah.
That two-seamer right there just kind of ran right back over.
Trying to get him to chase one there, 1-2.
Cool, of course, was a guest of ours on 3.
He was a great guest. He was awesome.
Yep. Really humble kid.
Spent the whole hour with us.
He did.
And then some.
Yeah, he's a really cool dude.
That's chopped up the middle. And actually, that was caught in center field. I thought it was a
there's no one at first base.
They throw to first base. Nobody there. It rolls into the dugout. No, it's against the back wall.
That's a heads-up play by the center fielder there. Unfortunately, rest of the team, no one was covering first base, but he had the runner Turner way off of first.
So that's going to be a sac fly. Excuse me, error on the center fielder. And we're tied at 1.
That really was a good decision by, who's that out there in center field there, Mike?
This would be Chase Rebuck.
Yeah, that was a great decision there by Rebuck. Unfortunately, no one there covering.
There's a smash to the shortstop. They're going to
Nice
play at third, and that's out at third base. Nice play there by Buxton, the shortstop. Gets it over to Peyton Lehman. 6-5 the score.
A lot of people are scared to make that play, but as a base runner, the simple rule at second base is if that ball's hit in front of you, you have to wait. You can't advance. If it's behind you, then you can go to third. That ball was right in front of him. That's a smart decision by the shortstop there.
Scored a fielder's choice.
Guys are going down over here. Jason's going down. Mike's going down. That breaking ball went down in the dirt. Oh. Try to get it down at first base. It's a nice little block there.
So, Pat, I just want to know if there's a doctor in the house to come up and just cut my lung out so I can stop coughing here.
I tell you, man.
Been sick for like 9-10 days now.
I just hope
barely getting that through the 302 Sports Weekly.
Just hope you don't get the flu, because I had that. And let me tell you, man, that downed me for 2.5 days.
So we got 2 outs here in the top of the second. Runner on first. We're tied at 1. I think somebody dropped the comedian off here in the press box.
That was phenomenal.
2-0 pitch. Fouled straight back. I had that. I was right at me. I had it. Some wimp put a net up, so I couldn't get it.
And, man, you catch that like you caught the cold, right?
Yeah, well, no error on that play. That's for sure. I caught some lacrosse balls last week at down at Wesley College off the stick of Cooper Urban. Huh?
How about that one?
He wasn't shooting as hard as he did in the game.
Harris,
big swing and a miss, 2-2.
Harris has got some filthy stuff here, man. Mike, he's really looking good early in this game. Everything he throws has got movement. At least from up here, it seems that way.
And swing and a miss on Haggerty, strike 3, and that's going to do it for the top of the second. 1 run. The Bucks had a hit. There were 2 Panthers errors, and after 1.5, we're tied here at Frawley Stadium. We're back after this.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
Welcome to Hooters. Have a seat wherever you like.
All right, we're back at Frawley Stadium. And Jason saw some questionable defense in the top of that inning, some sun getting in the way, some alert base running, a little bit of everything in that half inning.
Yeah, and you're playing at Frawley Stadium, first time Milford's playing here this year, and it's probably not used to the sun and where everything is. But they did get the heads-up play, getting the runner at third base to get out of any further damage.
So Harris doing a pretty good job on the mound thus far, and as Pat said, kid's got some stuff. We'll see what he's got at the plate. See if he's Otani or Don Carmen. Shohei Otani. He's just a junior. I'm getting all choked up, Pat. Takes the ball. It's 2-1. So earlier today, I think we mentioned Jason and I were both over at Salesian and watched 7 innings of fine baseball and had to leave. But St. Mark's J.T. Tomovich with a 2-run triple in the top of the 8th lifts the Spartans. That is 2-2 now to Harris. Off speed outside. Full count.
Another payoff pitch early in this one.
Fouled back into the netting.
So his leadoff hitters are dangerous here for Polytech.
Good to see some sunshine for a change.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not exactly Palm Springs out there. And there's called strike 3 on Harris. And that's out number 1. But we'll take it after the 35-degree temperatures we've been watching games in.
Absolutely. It's been a cold week this week.
Yeah, and you know the 302 Sports crew, we're out there, so you can read about it and watch the video.
Yeah, last night I was about 75, 80 people watching it, probably on their big screen televisions, while they had the Sixers games on their small screen television.
I'm sure that's how it went.
That's how it would have went in my house. But I was at the game, so.
And that ball's fouled out of play over Chickies and Pete's. Taking a few crab fries with it, and away it goes.
Fortunately, I think it's closed, Chickies and Pete's. The crab fries are safe.
Pingator, Alexander Pingator, the senior third baseman. Second baseman takes a pitch outside. It's 2-1. Brock Hilligoss on the mound for the Bucks. That one is lined up the middle, stung by Pingator, and he's on.
Great piece of hitting there by Pingator, Mike. He waited for that pitch and is driving right up the middle for a base hit.
Second hit for the Panthers. Here's Louis Whitaker. He's the first baseman. He is, not sure what year he is. His name's not up on the board yet. Hilligoss from the stretch. Oh, that's a pass ball off the glove of Robles.
Gets a runner in scoring position with just one out here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, I think he just took his eye off the ball there for a second. That's all it takes. Still from the stretch. That ball's flied way up in the air to right field.
Yeah,
It is caught out there by Thomas Lady, and head first into third base goes Pingator. But that is out number 2. And that's a good job tracking that thing. I think Pat said it had an in-flight movie on it.
Yes, absolutely. It brought rain, Mike, like my golf shots do. And
So the game one here tomorrow is Dickinson and Glasgow.
Yes.
At noon.
Followed by DMA Mount Pleasant at 3 and Apo Smyrna at 6 o'clock.
So here's Jack Walker with a chance to give the Panthers back the lead. Another game at Archmere tomorrow, Jason. Newark Charter and Archmere Baseball on the other side of the campus from where you'll be. Diamond State play. Hawks on a roll.
Yeah. Beat St. Elizabeth's yesterday in a battle of two very hot teams.
2-0 on that pitch just in the dirt. Peyton Lehman on deck for the Panthers. Salesianum we mentioned. Actually, Dover at Middletown tomorrow at noon. That's going to be a good one. Salesianum at Cape Henlopen at 1 p.m.
I can't see the batter. Why can't you see the? You gotta fix your screen, dude. Okay. All right.
That was a ball 2-1. So nice busy schedule tomorrow. Red Lion at Charter. We mentioned Mount Pleasant and DMA right here. That is a swing and a miss. Hilligoss gets him to bite on that one, 2-2. And tomorrow night, Newark. They got a tough task there at Caravel Academy.
Yeah, it's been a rough season so far for the Yellow Jackets, Mike, but they played Sally's, they played Archmere, they played a lot of great teams.
2-2 pitch. Just misses. It's a full count.
And Mike, Archmere's not the only hottest team. You got William Penn Colonials.
How about
five
those
straight,
Colonials? They are
beating Middletown yesterday.
Teams. It's good to see William Penn. They have a good baseball history. They've gone through some tough times. There's a comebacker. Hilligoss has it. And over to first. That's going to do it for the Panthers and for the second inning. After 2 complete, we're tied here at Frawley Stadium, 1-1. Back at Frawley Stadium in Wilmington, right on the riverfront. If you've never been here, what are you waiting for? It's only been here for 25 years.
Get down here.
Or up here, depending on where you're coming from.
True. Milford and Polytech got up here tonight.
They had to get up here. That's probably easier than driving south in the state on a Friday, especially as the warmer weather allegedly gets closer. 95 South looked pretty darn crowded this afternoon.
Yeah, it was a parking lot at 3:30.
So the Bucks and the Panthers tied at 1. Milford will send Ashton German to the plate, followed by leadoff hitter Robles and Brock Hilligoss. They scored 1 in the last inning on a sac fly. German, the right-hander, to face Evan Harris, who's been kind of tricky out there. That's a fastball, strike 1.
A great fastball there, right down the chute for an early strike. That's what you want to do. You want to get ahead of these hitters early. Like you said, Mike, both these teams can score some runs.
That one missed. It's 1-1 off speed pitch. Pardo. 1-1 pitch. Inside outside towards second. That's going to be thought it was going to be a tougher play than it turned out to be. But nice play there by second baseman Pingator. He gets it over to Lou Whitaker.
Yes.
And that is out number 1.
Yeah, that's a good play there, Mike. Like you said, you thought it was going to be tougher than it was. He made it look really easy. Gets the out of.
That's how I made it look when I played second base.
Absolutely.
Way back when.
He had a nice throw to Nick Santa today.
That was an awesome. I took my step and misstepped. But Nick, with
Made
the quick hands that he has, made the play. That's ball 1 on Robles. He is 0 for 1.
He's throwing some
Strike
gas. That was a nice high fastball there, Mike. And I was talking the other night. Those high fastballs are hard pitches to lay off.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lined up the middle. Is going to sink. It is. Base hit for Robles. He's on with 1 down.
Yeah, he made a nice adjustment there. The pitch before was a little higher, and he swung and threw it there. He gets a nice job of getting his bat on the ball and putting it into the outfield for a hit.
So here's Hilligoss, the pitcher. Popped up foul to the third baseman in the first inning. I think the wing got a hold of that pop-up in the first. Nice play down there by the third baseman, Peyton Lehman. So Robles being held on by Whitaker at first base. I see Lou Whitaker. I'm looking for Alan Trammell. And their manager, Sparky Anderson.
Yeah, we have the extended netting here at Frawley Stadium.
That pitch fouled out of play. And wait a minute, is that my car? Doosh! That's strike 1 off somebody's bumper.
My car almost got hit 3 times at Caravel the other night.
I parked behind some dude's truck, so just in case there's a foul ball, the truck will block it. 0-1 pitch on the way. That is bounces away from the catcher, Jack Walker.
Yeah,
and, going into second is Robles.
The one thing here, Mike, at Frawley Stadium, plenty of room behind the backstop. So any pass ball, you could get 1 base easily. There's a chance that you, depending on how far it bounces, sometimes gets 2 bases out of it.
So it's 1-1. Robles at second. And 1 out for Hilligoss. Can give himself some help here. And he does line drive into right field. Here comes Robles. He rounds third. Throw into first base. No play at home. And an RBI single for Brock Hilligoss. It's 2-1. Buccaneers.
You just said he could help himself, and he did with that. He ripped that single. Great job, a piece of hitting by him. He gets the run in from second base, and Milford Buccaneers grab the 2-1 lead.
So the wild pitch comes back to hurt him a little bit. Bryce Greenlee, the center fielder, is at bat. He is a senior. So you see Hilligoss out there at first base. Hope the Rocks are playing those electric bills. Well, they're on the road, so Blue Rocks have sent so many players to the major leagues. Yeah, nice play at first base. Didn't look like it was going to be that close, but wow. Yeah, it was really close. And Jason, anybody who's been down here to see the Blue Rocks has probably seen a future major leaguer.
Yeah,
most likely a Kansas City Royal. Another play first. Not quite as close. And for a few years there, the Boston Red Sox.
Correct. Doing a good job of keeping that base runner close.
There's a grounder down the third base line. It's fair. Greenlee sends it down the line. It's going to get extra bases out of it. Oh, it gets by the left fielder. Hilligoss rounds third. He's going to come home. And Greenlee into third base. We're going to score that. How are we going to score that? A double and an error?
That's what I would score it, Mike.
We're going to call that a double.
And an error.
And an error.
And it's 3-1 Milford. But a great piece of hitting by the diving third baseman and down in the corner. And here at Frawley Stadium, such a big stadium, it got down to once it got by the fielder, there was, it was going to turn into a 3. He was going to get into third base.
So Greenlee gets it between the third baseman Lehman and the bag, and it just scooted down that line. And maybe the left fielder misjudged the speed of that ball.
Yeah, and it was a great diving effort by the third baseman. He was by him quickly, and that's why it's called the hot corner. But Milford's bats are coming alive in this, and nice hitting.
See, Greenlee's doing a little stretching down. Maybe it's just it's a long bus ride up from Milford. Maybe it's a little tight. So that'll bring the designated hitter, Caden Opplinger, to the plate. He reached on an error his first time up. Polytech, Jason, 3 errors so far. We're only in the 3rd inning. Nice curveball from Harris. Wow. Strike 1.
Yeah, nice curveball. That's a good job. Get ahead of this hitter. Try and get yourself out of this inning with only giving up the 2 runs. But you got a runner on third, less than 2 outs.
Big swing straight back. 0-2. So Harris looking to get a strikeout here. 3 straight bucks have reached base. Single, single, double.
Yeah, they're doing some hitting this inning, and we said they're they score some runs this year.
Whitaker in close at first, but this is a pop-up down the third base side. It's in foul territory.
This one's going to take an hour to come down.
Another one. Lehman playing with that wind, reaches to his left and pulls it in, and that is out, number 2.
Great job by him. Like, that ball was up in the air for a while. He did a great job, and like you said, with the wind, he was able to position himself and make the catch and get that big second out.
Jackson Turner, the batter, he ripped a single to right field his first time up. Ended up being thrown out at third base. And here's the pitch to the lefty. Outside, ball 1. Turner, a junior. Chilly night here at Frawley, but not quite as chilly as it's been.
No, definitely not. But it is supposed to get 30 degrees tonight.
Well, Harris fooled him on that one. 1-1 is the count. He looked like he just was not ready for that pitch.
No.
Turner reaches Chad Reichold, who has an RBI on a sac fly. He'll be the batter. 3-1 Milford. We're in the top of the 3rd inning here at Frawley Stadium. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 on Jackson Turner. Seen some good baseball games in this stadium. A couple state championships and some minor league games, regular season games. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Harris gets out of the inning. Milford puts 2 on the board on 3 hits. They leave a runner, and after 2.5, 3-1 Buccaneers. We're back after this.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lois, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
As a military
Now we're back here at Frawley Stadium.
Mike got a mouthful of fries.
Yeah, Mike's eating fries. He got excited about Chickies and Pete's fries.
I'm excited about the Flyers winning.
He is excited about the Flyers winning.
I'm making Jason earn his money tonight.
Ground ball to the shortstop. Fires to first. 1 down.
All right, good. Jason, it's a wonder that Nick Halliday keeps bringing me back.
Yeah,
that was Peyton Lehman, by the way, scored that 6-3. He did a fine job while I was shoving some French fries down. Thanks to Pat Garianis. You know, you start talking about food in between innings, and the time just goes by. You don't know where it goes. There's a grounder down the third base line. That's going to be a base hit for Rebuck. He's looking at second. Going to be a play, and he slides in safe. Double for Chase Rebuck, his second hit of the night.
You know why that was a double?
Because he hustled.
He flew right out of the box. He didn't hesitate. He went around first base and gets into second base. And nice piece of hitting. We've seen a lot of balls hit down the third baseline tonight.
Rebuck scored their first run. And they trail 3-1. This is Mitchell, Thomas Mitchell, the DH. He struck out his first time up. Hilligoss from the stretch. Oh, nice stop there by the catcher, Dominic Robles.
Yeah, great job by him. Makes a nice stop. Keeps the runner at second base with just 1 out.
Brent Buxton, lefty on deck. So here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 1-1.
We said both Milford and Polytech coming up to Frawley Stadium tonight. It's got to be great for these kids to be playing at a stadium like this. It's a great job that the Frawley Stadium does about letting these high school teams play here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, how many of us are going to get a chance to play at a venue like there wasn't a venue like this when I was in high school. That's outside in low 3-1. You know, the big thing when I was a kid, the big place to play would have been Wilson Field.
Wilson Field, too.
Wilson Field was about the biggest. 18th Van Buren?
18th Van
I played there.
Yes.
I did play at 18th Van Buren. I reached the little time. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. Full count on Mitchell. This stadium built in the early 90s when the Blue Rocks came back to town. First Wilmington Blue Rock to make the majors in the new reincarnation of the Blue Rocks was John Lieber.
There you go. Yeah, former Philly.
But not with the Royals. He was with the Pirates. And then he spent a little bit of time with the Phillies toward the end of his career. Swing and a miss. Strike three. It's going to be a strike him out, throw him out. No, it's thrown into left field. And here comes Rebuck. He's going to score again. It's 3-2.
Yeah.
So that's a strikeout, Jason.
Yeah, what a great pop-up slide there as he slid into third base, popped right on up, and was able to score on the error. And all of a sudden, they get a run back.
Called a stolen base and an error, unearned run for Polytech. But, hey, you know what? They don't care.
No.
They don't care. It counts as a run. It's 3-2.
Especially when you're down 2 runs. You had that runner on second base with 1 out. The strikeout made it 2 outs. But a great job of him stealing the base and then scoring on the error.
So this is Buxton. He grounded out his first time up, but knocked in a run in the process. 3-2. We're in the bottom of the third inning here at Frawley Stadium on a crisp evening. Fly ball to left field. It's going to be a tough one, Jason. It's in no man's land, and it drops in.
Yep.
That's going to be a double for Buxton as the shortstop for Polytech. Shortstop for Milford. Jackson Turner couldn't get there, and the left fielder also, Mason Haggerty, also could not reach it. That was just in the wrong spot.
Yeah,
the right spot if you're Buxton.
It was a tough play, but like you said, it was in the right spot. He's able to get a double out of it, and you get the run on another run in scoring position here.
And I believe we have Buxton in there. I thought maybe he just dropped some.
No, there's 2 outs, Mike.
He dropped some equipment on there. Yeah,
the scoreboard had 1, so that's why you saw the 2 fingers come up.
So that was a double in no man's land, but when he goes home, he's going to tell Mom it was a line drive to the fence. Strike one on the batter, right fielder Mitchell Barter.
Yeah, it's on 302 to watch.
Oh, yeah, Mom, sorry if you're watching 302. That was a line drive to the fence. Mrs. Buxton. Fine piece of hitting by your son, by the way. And there is a swing and a miss by Barter. 0-2, so Hilligoss can see his way out of further trouble here. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 3 errors for the Panthers. 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for Milford. There's a soft pitch, and must have been just a bit high.
A little bit upstairs, Mike, and it's 1-2.
I saw some bucks ready to run off the field there.
We saw it today. The Sallies are saying Mark's pitcher threw it, and half the team was in the dugout, and it was called a ball.
Yeah. Errors, swinging and miss, strike 3. That's going to do it for the Panthers. They do score a run on 2 hits. There was an error thrown in there, and after 3 complete, it's 3-2. Milford, we're back after this on 302 Sports.
And began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. Mr. Italian, Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create.
All right, back at Frawley Stadium. Jason, what's going on with our sponsors?
Spring is the perfect time of year to make those necessary home improvements with help from Dover Federal Credit Union. Enjoy no appraisal fees on home equity loans and lines of credit. Act now and take advantage of this limited time offer from Dover Federal Credit Union. Apply anytime, day or night, at DoverFCU.com. That's DoverFCU.com. And thanks, Dover Federal Credit Union, for being one of our sponsors, so we can bring you these games.
We can't do this without our sponsors, and we really do appreciate everything you do for us. And there's the boss man right in front of us, Nick Halliday. Couldn't do it without Nick Halliday either. We got to really give him some credit. As that pitch is high, ball 1. The batter for Milford, number 5, Chad Reichold. He flew out his first time up. We have no pitch. As the umpire is signaling up to the press box, that is a no pitch. So it's no count.
No, cut the music.
Oh.
It's cut the music.
Cut the music. It was a pitch.
Yeah.
We need no music. There we go. I mean, it was some fine music, Jason, but
yeah.
Maybe they could have played some, like, Kendrick Lamar or something. They would have let it go.
Mike, I thought it was going to be some country music for you, because I know you're a big country music fan.
I'm a huge country fan, yeah. Me and country, yeah.
Come on,
I could throw on some of that, maybe that 90s grunge on there. Some of that, we'd love that. Alice in Chains, I would love some Alice in Chains. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on Reichold. You know, why not some Rooster or Man in the Box?
Man in the Box.
You know, what's going? Why not? They're such uplifting songs.
That's a strike.
That's called a strike 2 and 2 on Reichold. You know, I got 2 kids in their 20s, so I hear a little of everything. I like Chance the Rapper, too.
He is good.
Yeah, he is.
J. Cole just dropped a new album.
I think with Chance, we'd have to do a little bit of editing before we put him on the air.
Absolutely.
Just a little bit. Full count on Reichold. You get a little bit of everything on 302 Sports. Not just sports. This is 302 everything. That is sent into left field. It's a base hit for Reichold. He reached out, Jason.
Yes.
Pulled that one in the left.
He reached out and touched someone with that single up And, yeah, in between the 5 and 6 hole, if you're playing softball, you hear that term a lot. In between the 5-6 hole. Yep.
Second baseman Caden Stanley to the plate. He's 0 for 1. I think you might see Stanley lay down a bunt. You see the third baseman in on the cutout, and they're holding Reichhold at first. Of course, me being the baseball expert I am, does not show bunt at all.
No, it does not.
And that's a strike 0-1. Jason, we saw a suicide squeeze attempt today over at Slasianum. It would have worked if the ball was not foul, but it was a nicely thought-out play. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2 on Stanley. Doubt you'll see him bunt now. But he is in the soup, 0-2. And Harris gets it inside. Stanley chops that into the dugout. And right back out to Harris. That was a nice throw from the dugout. But he doesn't want that ball. 0-2, nobody out. Chad Reichhold on first base for the Buccaneers. They lead 3-2. We're in the 4th inning here at Frawley Stadium. It's the Cars head by on 995. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout for Harris. That's 1 down. Speaking of music, a couple years ago they had County Crows and who else was here? It was County Crows, and there was 3 bands here. I can't remember who the other ones were. I saw County Crows in concert. That was a great show with live. I saw them with live. Mr. Jones, yeah. It was County Crows in live in concert at the whatever the name was then in Camden, New Jersey. It was a great show. So no count. The batter is Mason Haggerty, and he struck out his first time up, and that is ball 1 on a close pitch. That pitch is right down the middle. Strike 1 from Evan Harris. He's given up 5 hits now in 3.1 innings. That is a check swing. It's going to be a strike, but the ball gets away from catcher Jack Walker, and Reichhold will take second base on the wild pitch. Count is 1-2.
Yeah, Mike, it doesn't take, like I said, it doesn't take much here for you to get this a base on any pass ball or wild pitch. It just gets a little away from the catcher, and you're going to advance the base.
1-2 on Haggerty. Ashton German waits on deck. A pitch outside. Two and 2 from the stretch. It's Harris. Off speed pitch, just misses.
3-2. Full count here. 1 out. At the top of the 4th inning, Mike.
Full count. And strike 3 called as Haggerty was 10 feet down the first base line, but that's out. Number 2.
Yeah, I think he was trying to sell it, but to no avail, and he's called out on a strike.
Yeah, it didn't work. So Ashton German comes up. He grounded to second his first time up. Jason, that concert was it was July 22nd, 2007. County Crows, Collective Soul.
There you go.
Was the other band. I believe there was a third band here, but they're not listed.
Live?
It was not live. I believe Ed Kowalczyk had left the band by then.
All right.
They sang "I Alone."
Mm-hmm.
That's a yeah. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Hey, we got some music here in the press box. This is awesome. That is chopped foul off the third base side. 2-2 to Ashton German.
Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second base.
That pitch bit outside. Full count on German. Dominic Robles on deck. He is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Milford leads 3-2. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Ball 4 on German. And first and second now for Robles. He can tie this up with a base hit. I'm sorry, Milford's up.
He can extend
the lead with a base hit.
Mike's getting distracted by the collective soul.
Yeah, well, I'm getting old here. Hey, you know what, Pat? You were right. It was live.
No, it was me who
said
said live.
Jason, live County Crows and Collective Soul here.
I know my stuff.
Yeah, I remember that concert. I wish I had come that night. Grounded foul down the third baseline.
That's what happens when you go to high school in the 90s.
It was a short show by Collective Soul. There's your set list. 8 songs. And 4 was a question mark.
Wow.
That's probably a song name.
Yeah, it might be. 0-1 to Robles. Yeah, let your light shine on, yeah. 0-1 to Robles.
Just that one little bit where you're
Swing and miss the off-speed pitch. 0-2. I hope Nick doesn't rewatch this one. But you know who also played here? Night Ranger in 2001.
Wow.
And a double bill with Journey.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Journey? How did I miss that concert?
Swinging and miss by Robles, and that's going to bring our music news to an end. After 3.5 innings, it's 3-2 Milford. And we'll be back for more high school baseball right after this on 302 Sports. All right, Jason, we're going to get back to some baseball here. And, in between all of our frivolity we had on top of that inning, we missed the fact that Evan Harris struck out the side.
Yes, he did.
And he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 strikeouts through 4 innings. So he's doing a fine job, even though he's given up the 3 runs and 5 hits. And that ball is popped up towards second base. That's going to be a tough one in this sky, but it is caught.
Great catch.
By Caden Stanley, and down he goes. Down goes Stanley, and he retires Mitchell Barter for out number 1.
Yeah, that was not an easy play, Mike, as it went up the elevator shaft. He makes a great catch in the, like Pat said, twilight.
So that was Evan Harris. That was the batter there, the pitcher. So Evan Harris was the batter on that one. And this is Alexander Pingator. He singled his first time up. Made it all the way to third base, but did not come home. And a 1 strike to count on Pingator. A senior swing and a miss. 0-2. Nice pitch there by Hilligoss on the off-speed pitch. We've seen some good curveballs.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mike, we've seen some great all-speed pitches and pretty good pitching.
That's a fastball high and away, 1-2. Good waist pitch.
In a game that has, 5 errors, so only 5 runs on the board. So the pitcher's doing a good job of getting out of jams.
There is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that is out number 2. Another strikeout for Hilligoss. He has 1, 2, 3, 1 in each inning, Jason. So he's got 4 strikeouts tonight.
So he's got the picket fence going?
The picket fence and strikeouts is correct. Your batter is Lewis Whitaker, the first baseman. Whitaker fly to right field his first time up. So the pitcher's giving up some hits, but I think great efficiency here tonight for the pitchers. They could be around for 6 innings in this one or more. That we talked about earlier, Jason, with the weather. A lot of these games are getting bunched up, so the coaches have to do a good job of saving pitchers. We mentioned Salesiana. They played today. They're playing at Cape Henlopen tomorrow. They have Caravelle and Apo next week, so you've got to make sure your pitchers are rested and available. And there's he strike called 3-1 on Whitaker. So sometimes that means leaving a guy in. You may not want to leave in for an inning. You may have to do that.
Yes, we saw that earlier this year when we did the Archmer DMA game.
That pitch is ball 4 inside. I don't know if it hit him or it's a walk, but he's on base. And Jack Walker comes to the plate. He is 0 for 1, grounded back to the pitcher his last time up.
We're going to have a pinch runner, Mike.
Whitaker is going to take a seat, and your pinch runner is number 12, Deshaun Price. So we saw this today. You can pinch run for a guy and still bring the defender back in. Walker, to see if he can keep this inning going for the Panthers. Just after 8 o'clock here on the East Coast.
Great night for baseball.
Just outside, 1-0. Hilligoss from the stretch. Pitches high, 2-0. Finals from earlier today. Caesar Rodney 10, Woodbridge 2, and Tower Hill 8, Brandywine 2, along with that St. Mark 7-5 over Salesianum. So a couple of finals trickling in. Not a super busy day for baseball. That pitch called strike 2-1.
Now, like you said, Mike, not a busy day, but a nice win again for Caesar Rodney. I believe they're 8-1 on the season now, and the last 2 years they had 7-11 seasons. So you get that 8-1 start. It's a great turnaround down there.
Price goes to second, and he is thrown out easily at second base.
What a gun by the catcher.
Yeah, that's going to end the inning as Price is caught at second base, and that's going to do it for the Panthers in the fourth. After 4 complete, Milford 3, Polytech 2. We're back after this on 302 Sports.
No matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments, and everything in between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
No matter where you are in life, at every stage, we are here for you, for all of life's big moments.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com.
And we are back here at Frawley Stadium. Mike, did you know Unique Image is a full-service custom products company offering everything from apparel to promotional products that actually drives results to graphic design and vehicle wraps. Plus so much more. Visit us on the web at uniqueimage.org or stop by our showroom conveniently located in the Mill Creek Shopping Center at the intersection of Kirkwood Highway and Limestone Road. Unique Image. You envision, we create. And you see our unique image on the screen, the bottom of your screen. But go visit their showroom, visit their website, and they make great T-shirts. They make our 302 shirts.
Tell them 302 sent you.
Yep. Tell them 302 sent
Please, if you go to our advertisers, please tell them you saw them on 302 Sports. Hilligoss is the batter to 1-0 count. And this one he gets a hold of. It goes deep to right field, and nobody's going to get it. It is over the head of the right fielder and off the fence. Hilligoss rolling into second base. I believe he's going to stop there with a double. Oh, makes the turn, and he's out at second.
Yes.
Oh, he just too far over the base, Jason, and that double washed off the board.
Yeah, that's a tough play, Mike. Like you said, he was probably going to stop at second base, but he made the turn and was not able to get back into second base, and he's thrown out.
So score at 9-6. Mitchell Barter, the right fielder, did a great job getting that ball in the Bucks and the shortstop. And you could tell Hilligoss was just too far off that bag, and it really wasn't close.
No, it was not.
So Greenlee, the batter, he is 1 for 2 with a double. And, Jason, we found out between innings the brand-new lights here at Frawley Stadium, LED lights, and it looks like daytime out there.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it looks like
made some adjustments to the stadium as, like you said, Mike. As the years go by, you need to make adjustments.
Oof. That was I thought that was a little harder hit than it was. It was a nice sliding play at shortstop, but Greenlee's going to be safe at first. Great. I thought that was hit a lot harder than it was. Buxton made a great play at shortstop, but he had no play at first base.
No, and smart there just to eat the ball. Don't get the throwing error and keep the run. But what a great diving stop he made.
So Greenlee with his second hit of the evening, and Caden Opplinger, the designated hitter, comes up. He is 0 for 2. Did get on and scored in the third inning. Second inning, reached on an error and came around to score on a sacrifice fly. But I thought that was a really hard hit line drive. It was more like a squibber or something, you know.
Like
but a little humpback liner. But nice play out there by Buxton at shortstop, sliding to get it. Quick pickoff move at first. And Greenlee is back. We're in the fifth inning here. 1-0 count on Opplinger.
7 hits now for the Milford Buccaneers.
A lot of hard hit ones.
Yes.
Harris delivers, and that's back over our heads, and boom, 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 out of play.
Unique Image.
So Harris, even into count 1-1 with Opplinger. Another pickoff at first, and Greenlee is back. Couple boys lacrosse finals. First State Military Academy 7, Woodbridge 6, and Smyrna over Lake Forest 8-6. That pitch is inside. Ball 2, 2-1. only one girls lacrosse final in Mount Pleasant 10, St. George's 3. So a win for the Green Knights. From the stretch, Harris low and outside. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, good hitters count here. As Milford's hit some hard hit this inning.
Harris delivers, and that is strike 2. So we'll see if the runner goes here. 3-2 count, 1 out, and Greenlee on first. Good speed. Opplinger has made contact both times up. They're up by a run, so we'll see if the coach decides to send them. First, we have a pickoff at first base. Greenlee slides back in head first. Ball's fouled over our heads. And we'll do it again. Pirates and Phillies scoreless.
Yes.
In the top of the 4th. Some 25 miles north of here. Grounded back to the pitcher off Harris's glove. He's going to have no play at first. Goes to second. Safe at second. So first and second is a play. We'll see how it is scored.
I think it'll be a hit.
It's going to be called a hit for Opplinger, his first of the game. And first and second. Ball took a kind of a funny bounce on that hill.
Right.
Because they had a chance for, definitely a chance for at least 1 out there.
That's 3 hits this inning, Mike, but unfortunately the overrunning at second base.
Yeah, it could have cost him a run there. Jackson Turner, the batter, the lefty, he's got a hit. There's a swing and a miss. He is 1 for 2. Also thrown out on the base pass.
Yeah, we've seen some fine plays by both defenses. Couple diving catches.
Infield at double play depth. You see Greenlee dancing around out there inside. 1-1.
Yeah. Nice run back pitch. Almost hit the batter.
I'm sure he would have taken it, would have loaded the bases for the Bucks. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Chad Reichold on deck. He's got a hit and a sacrifice fly.
You can see why this Milford team, they do a nice job of hitting. You can see why they score a lot of runs.
That one's way high and outside and gets by the catcher, and the runners advance. So it's second and third. Now the count is 2-2 on Turner. Opplinger to second, Greenlee to third base.
And only 1 out.
Lots of ways to score.
Yes. Even on another pass ball or wild pitch or sac fly.
So we'll see what Turner can do with a 2-2 count.
Infield in, Mike.
See some activity out in the bullpen down there in left field. Somebody warming up for the Panthers. Swing and a miss. He got him. Harris gets Turner, and that's out number 2.
Good piece of hitting, and now with out number 2, the infield can go back to regular depth. A big strikeout.
Reichold is going to see if he can come through. He's got a couple of runs sitting out there. Can I say it? A couple ducks on the pond. And we have a timeout. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound for Polytech.
Might be buying some time. Great, like Mike said, we were at Sally's earlier. What a game that was. Great. It started as a pitching contest for a while, but turned into some nice hitting and a nice big win for St. Mark's on the road at Salesianum.
And here comes a couple of Panthers in from the bullpen.
Yep.
And it looks like Harris is going to stay out there. And showing some faith in the young fella. So Reichhold steps in, just a sophomore. And if he comes through here, Jason, he could open up that lead. Outfielder's not too deep. So that is Bryce Greenlee at third base and Caden Opplinger at second base.
Intentional walk, Mike.
And there's the 4 signal, so bases on balls. And Caden Stanley is the batter. He is 0 for 2. Stanley's going to want to make him pay. Pitch is high, ball 1.
Good to get ahead, and as the batter, get ahead. Get your chance to score some runs here.
That ball sent down the right field line. It's foul, and it will go into the third row. Takes a bounce, and it's somewhere up there.
They're running after it, Mike.
They have to give it back.
Yes, they have to give it back.
Maybe they could sign it and then throw it back into the dugout. 1-1 pitch. It bounces, but the catcher Walker does a great job keeping that in front of him. It rolls down to the third base. He did swing.
No, he did not.
2-1. I thought he was. I thought he called the ball. So 2-1 is the count. So the ball bounced off of Walker's shin guard, but down the third baseline, and Greenlee could not advance. Good hitters count, though. 2-1.
Yes.
Another one outside at his ball 3. And Jason, I believe you might see him take a pitch here.
I think it's 2-2, Mike.
So here's pitch by Harris. Swung and sent over the first baseman's head and
foul ball.
Foul ball. So now the count's full. Oh, wait. We're not sure.
I think it's 2-2.
If you're the runners, you want to know, because if it's 3-2, you're going to be running on this play. That is 3-2. The umpire just signaled.
Okay.
And that is strike 3 called. Stanley is out. And the Panthers get out of trouble in the top of the 5th. No runs for Milford. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 3-2, Milford.
With the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too short.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com.
And we're back at Frawley Stadium. Don't forget, tomorrow at noon, Caesar Rodney and Archmere boys lacrosse. Keep your eye on the 302 various website, social media accounts to find out where we'll be calling a game near you. And also, every Wednesday at 7 p.m., we're at Hooters of Newark for the 302 Sports Weekly, featuring our great host,
Benny
Pinella and Pat Garianis, and then a guy, something like me. And Jason's on there offering some insight. I'm just really taking up space. We have special guests and our top 10s, our top 10 plays, our top 5 plays. If we do enough games, we get 10. Players of the Week, and just a lot of great fun. So come on down to Hooters of Newark, 136 Astro Shopping Center.
Great.
Food's
so come
great.
down on over. They have a wing special on Wednesday night, $5.99 for wings and fries. So come on down to Hooters of Newark.
Jack Walker, the batter for the Panthers. He is 0 for 1, and he sends this one to the shortstop. Nice play, and that is going to be out. Number 1 play made there by Jackson Turner, the shortstop.
Yeah, nice play by him. Picks up the ball, fires at the first base, and gets that all-important first out, Mike. I always say that it's always nice to get that lead-off runner out.
Number 7, Peyton Lehman.
Peyton Lehman, the third baseman, comes up, batting left-handed against the lefty Hilligoss, who's held Polytech to just 4 hits tonight. 2 of them by the man in the on-deck circle, Chase Rebuck. Also Brent Buxton with a double, and Alexander Pingator with the single, and that is the hitting for Polytech. There is a off-speed pitch ball, 2-1 on Lehman. Outside, and he's ahead in the count.
Yeah, great
3-1.
Great hitters count here.
There is a strike, and that's a full count. Nice pace to this game tonight.
Yes, it is.
Chop to shortstop. That's Turner. He goes across the diamond. Got him. Another assist for Jackson Turner. 2 outs.
Yeah, he shows his. I mentioned he had a nice arm on the last play there. He throws a seed over there to first base. Gets the runner by a couple steps.
So Rebuck singled in the first inning. He doubled in the third inning. He scored both times. 2 for 2. And sends this one to right field. It is lined up and caught out there by Thomas Lady for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 go the Panthers in the 5th inning. Wow. We head to the 6th. 3-2 Milford. And we have a pitching change for the Panthers. That is number 11. That is Lou Whitaker. He does it all. That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. So Whitaker comes in to pitch from first base. Number 7 for Polytech, Peyton Lehman, goes to first base and looking over at third base. My guess is that's number 2. And it is number 2. Brent Buxton. They moved a whole bunch of guys around. He was at shortstop, and a new shortstop in, and I believe that is Evan Harris, the pitcher. So a lot of guys moved around.
Yes. A lot of shuffling. You see that in the high school
So
games.
no new players, just 4 guys in new positions. So we move to the top of the 6th. 5 innings for Harris. Jason, I thought he did a pretty good job.
Yeah, he did. 3 runs on 8 hits. 3 errors by his defense. But nice job by him. Limits this high-powered Buccaneers offense to only 3 runs in the 5 innings.
So for Milford, Mason Haggerty's going to lead it off. He is 0 for 2. Haggerty, the left fielder. So as we mentioned, Lehman to first base, Buxton to third, and Harris to shortstop. So that is the movement for the Panthers.
It's almost a whole new infield except for the second baseman.
Yep, Alexander Pingator is hanging out at second base. At shot down the right field line, foul, and not sure where. 0-1 to count to Mason Haggerty. So here's the pitches inside 1-1. Does not look like Whitaker's going to overwhelm people.
No, we saw that today. You don't always have to throw the ball fast. Just get it, hit your spot.
Yep.
Hit your spot.
Throw strikes.
Yep.
A curveball. And that's called strike 1 and 2.
Now the sun's gone, and it's got real cold out there, Mike.
Yeah, you know. It's what I like to call April of 2018. Yeah, I'm still waiting. Yeah, I don't remember years where it's been this late in April and the trees have not barely bloomed. They fooled us last week with those two nice days, and that's ball 2, 2 and 2. And the trees started blooming last weekend because they got up to 80 degrees out. And then Mother Nature said, not so fast. So, 2-2 count on Haggerty. And Whitaker steps off the mound. Haggerty will be followed by Ashton German and Dominic Robles. And if anybody gets on, Brock Hilligoss will bat. And there's a poke to left center field. And that's a base hit for Haggerty, as he did a great job just getting the bat on the ball.
I was saying, nice piece of hitting. There were 2 strikes. Just want to get the bat on the baseball. He puts it in a perfect position and gets a nice leadoff single.
Hit number 9 for the Buccaneers tonight, and that'll bring German to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. So coming up for Polytech in the bottom of the 6th, Thomas Mitchell, the designated hitter, Brent Buxton, who's now at third base, and Mitchell Barter, the right fielder. But they got to get through this half inning first.
Yes.
So, German, third baseman. Pickoff play to first base.
That was a nice little snap throw over there
and
to first
we
base.
Have
a balk,
balk call on.
That's what I thought. It was pretty quick. We saw that at the Salesiano game tonight, a balk, and the pitcher wasn't too happy about it. Godfrey came out and calmed him down, but
the umpire's doing a good job here going out and explaining what
he did
was.
wrong. But I thought it was pretty quick.
So Haggerty moves to second base on the balk. So the force play is out. Mike could see a sack bunt here to move him to third base.
Yes. And I think the catcher wants to go out and calm down the pitcher.
Big week coming up. We have a second here. Big week coming up for Delaware athletes, Jason, the NFL draft next week. And several players from Delaware with Delaware connections are going to be waiting to hear their names called. Brian O'Neill was in town last night for the Salesianum Sports Banquet. Quadri Henderson from AI DuPont, Matt Gono from Wesley, and Bilal Nichols out of Hodgson and University of Delaware all have some hopes and dreams coming. At pitch down the middle.
Yes, Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, that's right. Good job there, Pat. Yeah.
Declared yesterday. He's not hired an agent yet. I saw a couple mock drafts that had him going late in the first round, early second round.
There's a bunt. That is a foul ball. 0-2 is the count. So how about, would that be something if we had two athletes from Salesianum drafted in the same year, one in the NFL draft and one in the NBA draft, and just a couple years ago they were playing basketball together.
Yes.
Winning a state championship. And if you don't think Brian O'Neill could have played high school or college basketball, he could have played.
And there's a
called strike 3
that's
on
a big
German.
out there. Does not move the runner to third base. Still a runner in scoring position and only one out.
So Robles comes up. He is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. And he has a chance to, I'm going to get it right this time, extend the Milford lead.
Yes.
So Whitaker comes on. He gets a strikeout in his second batter. Swing and a foul ball.
No, I don't
think. That ball was not hit. That is a pass ball.
So swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, and a pass ball sends a runner to third.
Third.
So we had a single, a balk, and a pass ball, and move the runner up. And you see that all the time in baseball scorebooks.
Yep. Infield's move it on in, Mike.
Here they come. Well, they're running out of outs.
Yes, absolutely.
Just 2 innings left. 2 at-bats left for the Panthers. Infield's up. Outfield is up. And strike called, 0-2.
Yeah, good job by Whitaker getting that over the plate. Gets ahead of this hitter 0-2. He would like another strikeout here.
Pitcher Brock Hilligoss waits on deck. That pitch is in the dirt. Nice block by Walker.
Yes. Great block.
Once you get this out, Hilligoss has 2 hits tonight. Yeah, and the last one was up there against one of those advertising signs on right field. One and 2, Whitaker from the stretch. Grounds it to shortstop. Looks the runner back and gets the out at first. That was Brent Buxton. I'm sorry, that is Evan Harris who's moved to shortstop to make that play. So the second out of the inning, and he keeps the runner at third base.
Great job of looking back to the runner and then firing over to first base, get that second out. Now your infield could go back to normal depth and chance to get out of this inning with no damage.
So Hilligoss, he's been a thorn in the side of the Panthers tonight, both on the mound and at the plate. And we'll see if he can do some more damage here. Insurance run 90 feet away. Swing and a miss, a little off-speed trickery there. 0-1.
And a throw back to the pitcher, Mike. Almost got away.
Almost.
Yep. You have to be careful.
Whitaker's not a short guy either, but that ball was almost over his head.
As a fielder, you got to be ready just to back that up.
There is strike 2 called. So 0-2 on Hilligoss.
Yeah.
So Whitaker had the runner on third with 1 out. And he's 1 strike away, as I probably jinxed him, from getting out of this, and timeout called. Been impressed with Louis Whitaker, not throwing 95 miles an hour, but he has been very effective.
Yeah, he's hitting the spots, and that's what a good pitcher does. He'll hit his spots, not necessarily about the speed.
This one's popped up, and that is going to just get into the second row over the netting behind home plate.
Yeah, like we said, there's a lot of room.
Those fans didn't move, did
No.
they had it judged.
A lot of room back there.
Landed in the row behind him. So it remains 0-2. We are in the top of the 6th inning here at Frawley. Mike Lang, Jason Mitchell, Len Evans, Pat Arias, Big Ed, and Nick Halliday both on hand.
Pops!
And here's the 0-2 pitch again, inside.
Ooh, that was pretty close, Mike. just like you said, I think it was just a bit inside. Yep. Tried to frame it.
He had some work to do. I think that ball was about 3 inches off the ground. 1-2. That's poked out to short left. This could be trouble. But no, left fielder Dylan Gross comes in and makes the catch, and that's going to do it for the Bucks in the sixth. They strand a runner at third after 5.5. Milford 3, Polytech 2. You're watching high school baseball on 302 Sports.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lewis, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
As a military
We are back here at Frawley Stadium.
Oh, man, just the fun never ends here in the press box at Frawley Stadium.
Mike, you know, spring, it's the perfect time to make those necessary home improvements with help from Dover Federal Credit Union. Enjoy no appraisal fees on home equity loans and lines of credit. Act now and take advantage of this limited time offer from Dover Federal Credit Union. Apply anytime, day or night at DoverFCU.com. That's DoverFCU.com.
Yeah, I'm waiting for spring to get here. Be a good time for those improvements. So that pitch was a ball by Hilligas to the batter, who is Thomas Mitchell, the DH. We're in the bottom of the sixth here at Frawley. Count is 2-0. Polytech out of the Henlopen North.
Yes.
Looking to pick up the win here over the Milford Buccaneers out of the Henlopen South Conference. It's been a good game, Jason.
Yes, it is.
You know, when we think high school baseball power, sometimes we don't think Milford and Polytech, but that doesn't mean that two teams can't put on a good game.
Absolutely, Mike. Now, remember, this year baseball's 24 teams in the state tournament, but you have to have a 500 record to get in. Something to note.
So I believe most teams have 18 games scheduled. Sometimes that's a little tricky with the weather, so they may end up with 17 games played. And that is a walk on 5 pitches to Mitchell, and he's on with the tying run at first base.
That's a great at bat by him. Get that lead-off walk. Now you're on base with no outs. And like you said, he is the tying run.
So the lefty, Brent Buxton, now the third baseman, comes up, and we are going to have a pinch runner for Mitchell. So the designated hitter has a pinch runner. How about that?
Wow.
That's number 22, Austin Biddle. So Buxton is 1 for 2 with a double. He also has an RBI for the Panthers.
Like you said, Mike, that's tying run, so maybe to get somebody out there with speed.
He's got a nice lead over there. Play it first. He's back. Yeah, you got to get somebody in there who can run. You see Biddle takes the lead. That's fouled into the net. 0-1 to Buxton. As we are in the bottom of the sixth.
Busy weekend here at Frawley Stadium.
Pitch is low, 1-1, 3 games tomorrow, so if you've got some free time, come on down or up to Frawley Stadium. That is a fly ball to center field. And is caught by Bryce Greenlee out there for out number 1.
There's an out. Big out, Mike. Keeps that tying run on first base with 1 out.
Mitchell Barter, the right fielder, comes up. Barter's 0 for 2. So Barter looking for his first hit of the evening. Austin Biddle, the pinch runner, on first. There's a ball just a bit outside. 1-0. Hillegas into his 6th inning of work.
Yeah, he's done a great job, Mike, limiting this Panthers offense. Just 4 hits and 2 runs.
Slows this one down and picks up a strike. 1-1.
Yeah, big pitch there. Gets, like you said, he took enough speed off it, got it over the plate for a big called strike.
Evan Harris on deck for the Panthers. They trail 3-2. We're in the 6th. Ayers an off-speed pitch. Strike 2. Snap throw to first. Biddle gets back in.
Yeah, great idea with the snap throw back to first base. Mike Biddle had a big lead out there, and he has to dive back in just ahead of the throw.
So it's 1-2. 1-2 on Mitchell Barter.
There he goes.
Ball 2, and that it's going to be a stolen base, and we're going to have an interference call, and the runner's going to get third base.
Even if they throw him out, Mike, I think
the umpire pointed at third. Oh, he just signaled out.
Oh, he did.
And now the Milford team all heads to shortstop. Is the shortstop?
Mike, he's
Jackson Turner got stepped on out there.
He's staying on third.
I thought the umpire signaled
out
that it was interference.
Yes. He signaled interference, Mike.
So the Milford coach is on the field. So
and then he signaled out.
He signaled out and he signaled interference. So
yeah,
I don't know what the call is going to be here.
I think it's a put out and then interference.
So there was a stolen base attempt. The throw was bounced, I think, off the runner into center field. A collision at second base I thought was incidental, Jason.
Yes.
The umpire did make a signal as if to point to third base. The runner was jogging to third base and was thrown out, and we'll see what the call is.
He's staying at third base. Yeah.
So it's going to be E2, and it looks like Biddle's going to stay at third base on the error. So stolen base and an error.
Oh, Flyers score update 2-2. End the second period.
So the count is
Giroux and
2-2.
Has scored the Flyers goal.
I'm sorry,
tonight.
Val Filppula, really?
Yeah. Short-handed.
Mitchell
Wow.
Barter pokes this one foul off the waste management sign right next to us. Every time Val Filppula was on the ice this year, I thought the Flyers were short-handed.
You sound like Betty Pinella.
He was terrible. That pitch is high, terrible. 3-2, 3-2, full count on. You lost me there, Pat. Full count on Barter. I could probably pick about 5 or 6 guys on that roster that I thought did really not much for the Flyers this year, but that's a discussion for another day. There is a swing
Foul
and
tip.
a foul tip, because that would have been, if it was a wild pitch, that would have tied the game.
Yep. Just the one, I believe just the one out, right, Mike?
There is one. It was the fly ball.
Yes.
Tying run, 90 feet away for Mitchell Barter. He'll be followed by Evan Harris. And that is ball 4.
Yep.
A walk for Barter on base for the first time tonight.
Runners on the corners here with just the one out.
Harris is 0 for 2.
We're going to have a meeting at the mound.
And it's a little get-together. And the outfielders run into center field. So Harris is due up, followed by Alexander Pingator. 3-2 Milford. I didn't know 302 Sports was a Val Filppula criticism-free zone. Hey, the man scored tonight. I'll give him some credit for that.
I was going to say, he did score in a playoff game.
He did score.
That's better than 3/4 of our roster.
Yeah. That has been one ugly series. All right, so it's 1st and 3rd. Harris, the batter. Milford does not have the infield up. They're kind of a double play depth. In fact, Jason, they look kind of deep for double play depth for me. But that's not really double play depth. They're all the way back. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. So 1-1 is the count. Boy, has it gotten a little chilly around here.
Yeah, once that sun goes in, it's supposed to be like 38 for the low tonight.
That's good baseball weather there. That's fouled off, out of play. And bye-bye. 1-2.
I'm just starting to feel my toes from last night. My fingers were numb by the 4th inning, that's all.
Better get them warmed up by Monday, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to play possible 54 holes of golf. Here's a grounder to third base. That's going to be a tough one. That is a foul ball.
Foul ball, I believe.
A late foul ball call, but it's a foul. And the coach from Polytech's not happy with this call. Boy, that was,
yeah. He was in foul territory when he fielded the ball.
And let's be fair to the umpire. He's got to wait till the ball's fielded. Or until it passes third base. So the count remains 1-2 on Evan Harris. Pingator on deck.
That definitely would have tied the game.
One and two. First and third for the Panthers. They are in business with one out. They trail by a run. From the stretch, this one's fouled down the right field line, out of play. And it is in row number 2. Let's see who finds that ball first. The race is on. The only one missing is Mr. Celery. I think the kid in the red's going to get there first. But now can he find the ball? He's giving up, Jason. He has no clue, so the kid in the blue says, I'll find it for you. Here's a fly ball deep to center. That's deep enough to score the run. Here comes Biddle. Play at the plate.
Wow.
And Biddle's in, standing up. A sac fly for Evan Harris. Ties this one up.
Mike, I think that center fielder was trying to prove you wrong when you said it was deep enough to score the run. That was a pretty good throw to the plate, but you were correct.
It was a very good throw, and I thought for a while there I was going to look even sillier.
But
and that center fielder, by the way, was Bryce Greenlee, and that was a nice play.
It was a great throw to the plate, just a little late.
So 2 outs now. Pingator, the batter. He has a single tonight in 2 trips to the plate, and they're still looking for that ball, Jason. The kid in the red is laying down, and they're looking for it. Nope, it's not on the field. Keep going. A little further. Oh, wait.
They got it.
I think he found it. They are still looking. I think it's in the row behind where the young man in the dark is looking. Here's the pitch. Low. Ball 1 on Pingator. Mitchell Barter, the runner at first. And the young man in the red finds it. Just to give it back, yeah. Inside, on the inside corner. 1-1 is the count. I think maybe he's running just to keep himself warm.
That's not a bad idea. There were some kids doing that in the softball game last night. I was thinking about doing it.
1-1 to count on Pingator. That pitch outside. Nice stop by Dominic Robles, the catcher.
Yeah, great job blocking the ball. Keep that runner on first base, 2 outs.
Well, I thought those kids were going to go at it. That is a ball. Make it 3-1 on Pingator. The on-deck hitter is the pitcher, Lewis Whitaker. As Milford sends some bodies down to the bullpen. Ball 4.
No,
strike two.
Inside corner.
That ball is on the inside corner. So Barter will be running from first as we have a full count on Pingator and 2 outs. So the runner will be moving from first. He could score on an extra base hit. We're tied at 3. Bottom of the 6th. Strike 3 called inside corner. Jason, let's be fair.
Yep.
He was consistent. He called that a strike every time.
Absolutely.
And that's going to do it for the 6th inning. Polytech ties it up with a run. They leave a runner after 6 complete. We're tied at 3 here at Frawley Stadium. We're back after this.
Wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools.
His career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
And we're back at Frawley Stadium. Jason, I think I should mention something here.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, wait, we got breaking news? Go ahead.
No, I'm going to tell you about Unique Image.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a full-service custom promotion products company offering everything from apparel to promotional products that actually drive results to graphic design and vehicle wraps, plus so much more. Visit us on the web at uniqueimage.org or stop by our showroom conveniently located in the Mill Creek Shopping Center at the intersection of Kirkwood Highway and Limestone Road. Unique Image. Your envision, we create.
That is correct. Jason, I want to mention somebody here on the 302 Sports, and you may wonder, what does this person have to do with athletics? Shirley Bounds, the head of school at St. Elizabeth's, announced today that she's retiring after this year. She's been at St. E's for 44 years. And what's the sports connection? She was the basketball and volleyball coach there in the mid-'70s when she first got to St. Elizabeth. So Shirley's a great person, and I hope she enjoys her retirement. Pat knows her well, and spent many times in detention with Mrs. Bounds, right, Pat?
She was never in the detention.
She didn't do detention, huh?
I was in detention, but she wasn't in it.
And Shirley has always been very helpful, and congratulations to her, and hope she has many years of a healthy and happy retirement. And I talked to one of her former players this week, one of her former basketball players. There's a strike. Penny Welsh, she's going to the Delaware Sports Hall of Fame next month. So the batter here for Milford is number 9, Bryce Greenlee. Sorry, I lost my place there for 1 second. Count 1-1. We're in the 7th inning. Tie game. Good game here tonight at Frawley Stadium.
Second great game me and you have seen today.
Fouled off 1 and 2. Yeah, we were at 1 extra inning game today, and this one is in the 7th. So the count is 1 and 2 on Greenlee. He's had a pretty good game tonight, defensively and offensively. Here's a pitch from Whitaker. That's a ball. 2 and 2. He is 2 for 3 at the plate, and I believe he made the diving catch in center field.
He did. That was correct.
That is going to be a 302 Sports Play of the Week possibility. Remember, If you're out taping these games, send us the highlights, 302sports@gmail.com. We'll try to get yours onto our weekly show. Curveball, rope back up the middle, base hit for Greenlee, his third hit of the night. And he is on the potential go-ahead run.
Yeah, great piece of hitting. He went right back where it came from. Shot it right up the middle. And
so
gets on base.
Caden Oplinger, the designated hitter, comes up, and he has one hit, but he's been on base twice and has scored a run. So Oplinger coming up for the fourth time tonight. See the third baseman, Harris, is in on the cutout. The other infielders, the double play depth. Pickoff attempt to first base, but Greenlee is back. He has reached third base both times he's been on tonight and has not scored.
Yeah, that was another one of those quick moves by Whittaker. He got called for a balk with it last inning, so just something to watch.
Another throw to first base.
Yeah. Keeping the runner close.
Yeah, just got to make sure it doesn't go down the right field line. Curveball, he's stealing, and the curveball, along with a good jump, gets Greenlee into second base.
Great pitch to steal on. He had a great jump to start with, and then the curveball.
And that was a ball on Oplinger, so it's 1-0.
Now, in scoring position with no outs here. See if they move him out, try to move him over to third.
So you see Buxton behind Greenlee out there. Pitch inside. Ball 2.
Lean into it.
Jason Winchell would have just thrown the elbow out.
I would have. Just get on base.
Take the bruise. That'll go away eventually.
Now that I'm 40, I probably would have moved out of the way.
That's a outside corner. Strike 2 and 1. Count on Oplinger. He will be followed by the shortstop, Jackson Turner. Yeah. He's taking care of business, huh? Thanks, I'll be here all night. Pickoff play goes into center field. No, it did not. I thought it got behind the shortstop there.
He tricked you.
He did trick me.
Maybe he was trying to trick the runner too.
I'm trying to trick everybody. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Maybe. That is inside, ball 3.
Yeah.
3-1. Another one almost got him.
Yeah, that one, like you said, almost got him. That one was even closer. So we approach 9 o'clock, Mike. Still early.
So Oplinger can afford to be a little picky here. And he sends one high up into the air. It's going to be played by – it's missed by the shortstop. And that is going to be – actually, that was the third baseman that played that.
I think it was the shortstop.
It was a shortstop. I wonder if they moved some guys around in the infield again. We're going to call it E6. Yeah, it looks like they've they moved some guys around again, but it's E6. So the good news, if you're Polytech, is no advance by the runner at second. So it's still forced all the way around. Jackson Turner, the batter.
No outs.
Yeah, and you see the first baseman way up here, and there's the bunt. And that's a great bunt. And to play it first, sacrifice is good. Turner almost beats it out. Second and third, 1 out for Milford.
Yeah, what a great bunt he did. Just places down there, and you move both runners into the scoring position with just 1 out.
So Chad Reichhold is the batter. He is 1 for 2 with a walk.
Intentional walk again.
And he's going to stay 1 for 2, but now with 2 walks, as the intentional pass loads the bases, and that sets up the force everywhere. And your batter is Caden Stanley. They must be not liking that Chad Reichhold, because that's 2
straight intentional
walks.
Yep.
So Stanley, the batter.
And Mike, even with 1 out and the bases loaded, they got the infield in. Not even a double play depth.
So Stanley is 0 for 3 tonight. This would be, if you're Milford, a good time for him to break through. And there is strike one. So Jason, as Jason mentioned, the infielders all in. The outfielders are in shallow. Stanley, not a real big guy. So a fortunate place in the lineup for Polytech, if you want to look at it that way. 0-1 is the count.
Yeah.
Time, no pitch.
Time.
Wow. That was strike two, too, but no pitch.
Yeah.
So we'll set it up for you. Bryce Greenlee is at third base. Caden Opplinger at second base. And Chad Reichhold, runner at first base. There is one out for Milford. We're in the top of the seventh, tied at 3. The pitcher, Lou Whitaker, and the batter, Caden Stanley. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. 0-2. Nice job by Whitaker.
Yeah, he's done a nice job of throwing strikes. He got in trouble last inning, was able to get out of it with no damage done, and here does a great job of getting ahead of the batter.
Mason Haggerty is on deck. He singled his last time up. That was just last inning. Bases loaded. One out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded into the hole. Through on the left side. Greenlee scores. Everybody else goes up 90 feet. And Milford takes the 4-3 lead on the infield. Not the infield. On a single through the drawn-in infield by Caden Stanley.
Great job. Great piece of hitting. He got it past the infield with the infielders up. Shoots it into the 5-6 hole. And drives in the leading run right now. And moves everyone else up 90 feet with only one out.
So like we mentioned, Haggerty 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. And if he did get it on, it's Ashton German is the next batter. Infield remains up. And that pitch on the outside corner, strike 1.
Yeah, he's been pitching in front of these guys.
I think Stanley's hit would have been tough even with the infield back because it was deep in the shortstop hole.
It was deep in the 5-6 hole.
So here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing up the middle
That's
through the drawn-in infield. Here comes one run. Rounding third is Reichhold. Play at the plate. Bounces off the mound, and Reichhold scores. 2 runs in for the Bucks, and their lead's now 6-3. So a big hit for Haggerty.
Yeah, great piece of hitting. Drives in 2, like you said, Mike, with the infield drawn in. Puts it back up through the middle. Scores 2 runs, and they take the 6-3 lead. And still only 1 out. And, Mike, 12 hits now for this Milford offense.
Well, we saw that throw in take a little hop off of the pitcher's mound area and kind of straight up in the air. It took away any kind of play at home plate. So the batter is Ashton German. Milford has a little bit of some breathing room now. They're up 6-3. Robles on deck for the Bucks. Now the infield is back. Obviously, the runners at first and second. The runner goes from second. Play at third base. He's safe. Caden Stanley steals third base.
Yeah, good piece of running there. Noticing where the fielders were with the runner. The third baseman was playing up a little bit, Mike, and he takes off and steals third base.
So the only out this inning was a sacrifice bunt.
A throw past the first baseman, Mike, so to score another run.
So that error is going to result in a run for Milford, and the lead is now 7-3 as that ball gets past the first baseman. And the runner at first base, Mason Haggerty, advances to second. Stanley comes in to score. So, Jason, we mentioned a few times, trying to keep the runner close.
Yes.
It's a good idea, but that's the danger down there.
Absolutely. And like you said, it is a danger throwing to first base with the runner on third base. Earlier we saw in the game St. Mark's tried to get the guy at second and was not able to do it.
So we see some players come in from the Milford bullpen. They apparently have a reliever ready to go. The lead is 7-3, and the batter is Ashton German with another runner in scoring position. That pitch is over his head, and it's 1-1.
He was ducking on that one.
So Milford breaks out the bats in the 7th. There's a wild pitch.
With the runner to third
Haggerty
base.
goes to third, and the things just kind of coming apart
one
here.
Out.
If you're Polytech.
Ah.
So let's reset this inning for you. Single by Greenlee, stole second. Error on the shortstop. He remained at second. Greenlee remained at second, so it's first and second. Sack bunt, moved the runners up. An intentional walk, loaded the bases. Caden Stanley singled to score 1 run, and Mason Haggerty singled both through the drawn in infield to score 2 runs, and then a run scored on the throwing error. So there we are. And it is 7-3. Count is 3-1. Check swing to second base, looks the runner back, and the out at first. 2 outs in the inning. The runner doesn't advance.
Yep. A big second out there, Mike.
That'll bring Robles to the plate. Dominic Robles 1 for 4 tonight with a run scored.
Yeah.
So Whitaker's going to try to get out of the inning here against Robles. First pitch is a strike on the inside corner. He's been consistent.
Yeah, he's calling that inside corner all night.
0-1 on Robles. His 5th plate appearance tonight.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the Milford's bats tonight. They've done a great job putting pressure on the Polytech defense.
302 Sports. We're glad to be bringing you some Henlopen Conference baseball. We couldn't get down there, Jay, so they came up here.
Yes.
That's pitch misses. It's 1-1. I think we're gonna send Pat to Laurel High School maybe to do a game. What do you think? You know where Laurel is? Yeah. Oh, good. I really don't. It's down there. I've been to Laurel.
Went down there senior year, beat them 27-7.
There's a swing and a miss, 2-2.
He even remembers the score.
They played, what's his name? The Jones kid that was the all-time leading rusher in the state at the time.
Oh, yeah.
The Bulldogs. Laurel Bulldogs. That pitch is outside, 3-2. Good fans down there in Laurel.
Yeah.
We're picking on you, Laurel, because we love you.
They have the big bulldog they run through at the football games.
So here's the 3-2 pitch. And you know, Jason, that was an inside corner, and he waited, but that was a little too far inside, and that's ball 4.
Ball 4. Yeah.
So that will bring the pitcher, Brock Hilligoss, to the plate. And Milford has batted around, but it looks like Lou Whitaker. Well, there's somebody warming up, so we'll see if they make the call.
Pen. And they are going to make a change.
So we have a pitching change. Are we going to?
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a little break here, and then we'll be back right after this on 302 Sports.
Began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today. It opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus, wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique image you envision, we create.
Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust. Life's too...
And we're back at Frawley Stadium. Deshaun Price comes in to pitch for the Panthers, trying to get that elusive third out here in the seventh. Milford has put 4 runs across here. They lead it 7-3. 7 runs, 12 hits, 3 errors for the Bucks. 3 runs on 4 hits. Jason, 5 errors for Polytech, and that defense will kill you.
Absolutely, and it's the Milford bats putting the pressure on the Polytech defense. They have 12 hits, and then Polytech has the 5 errors.
One thing I've noticed in all the upsets this year in baseball, so many times in these games, the teams that are losing are committing multiple errors in the games, and you got to play defense. You can't be giving teams extra outs. You just can't. Too many hitters out there. So Price pitches to Hilligoss to swing, and that is looks probably off the batter. That's foul. Strike 1. We believe Hilligoss is done after 6 innings, but we'll find out when the inning finally ends. Bryce Greenlee led off this inning with a single. He waits on deck. Here's the 0-1. That's high. 1-1 to count. First and third for the Bucks. Robles walked. He's at first base. Mason Haggerty, 2-run single. He's at third. That pitch is in the dirt. 2-1.
It's been a big 7th inning so far for Milford. I believe they batted around, haven't they, Mike?
Yeah, this is batter number 9 in the inning, so 2-1 to count. There goes the runner from first. Pitch inside. And
great jump.
Robles is into second.
Yep. Puts 2 more in scoring position.
So it's 3-1. Good hitters count here for Hilligoss. He singled in the third and doubled in the fifth. He's 2 for 4. That pitch is high, and now he has walked third time on base tonight.
Bases loaded with 2 outs.
So here is Greenlee for the second time this inning. He has 3 hits tonight.
Right.
He's 3 for 4 after striking out in the first inning. So nowhere to put this one. Swung and sent to the third baseman. Play to first. He's got it over there. Peyton Lehman makes the catch at first base. And after 4 runs across the plate, Polytech finally gets the last out. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th. It's Milford 7, Polytech 3. We're back after this on 302
in
Sports.
Between. After all, that's what families are for. We promise to make a positive difference in your financial life and go beyond the norm. Be a part of the Dover Federal family.
Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lowest, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
Welcome back to Frawley Stadium. We are headed to the bottom of the 7th. A new pitcher on the hill for Milford. If it's a name you are familiar with, you should be. It's Bryce Greenlee. He just ended the inning with that ground out to third base. So Greenlee's going to try to close this one out. 4-run lead, so no save.
Yeah.
But I don't think he cares about the save. They just want to get the win. And we'll see who's going to bat for Polytech. Whitaker is due up, but he left the game during the last inning. I believe Corey Hendricks is going to pinch hit. Number 8 for Polytech. Corey Hendricks is going to come up and lead off the inning.
Mike, you just want to get these. Just want to go in there and throw strikes with a 4-run lead. You don't want to get too. You don't want to get too cute and start walking people.
No need to fool around. Right. Just throw the ball up. Let him hit it. So Hendricks, he's a big dude. He's going to lead things off. And strike one. Greenlee's a hard throwing righty.
Yes.
0-1 to count. Just outside, and he's really bringing the heat.
Yes, he is. He's throwing with some gas.
Walker is on deck for the Panthers. They trail by 4. Swing and a miss as Hendricks can't catch up to that one. He really gets close to the plate. He uses his stride well. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called, and
what a great pitch.
Hendricks said something to the umpire, but Jason, that looked like a strike to me, and that's out number 1.
It was straight gas. I mean, he just threw it right on the outside corner. No chance for the batter. And come.
Don't you have an app on your phone that'll do that? There is an app for that? Oh, okay. Well, I should figure there's an app for everything, isn't there? Strike 1 on.
That was a nasty
strike 1 on Walker.
Nasty slider.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. I think he's overthrew that one. 1-1. He's pretty amped up out there. Yeah. He knelt down at. I think maybe he's just trying to stretch. 1-1 pitch. Oof! Oh man. Yep. Off speed pitch inside. It's 2-1.
You probably don't want to take that one. That one will leave a mark.
Yeah. Ball is low. It's 3-1 on Walker. On deck is Peyton Lehman, now playing first base for Polytech. And that's a walk, and I think it went through the backstop. And now you know what?
Yeah, it's a live ball.
That's a live
Mike.
ball, and there goes Walker to second. Greenlee throws in plenty of time, and that's an out at second base. So a walk and I don't know how you score that, walk and a 1-6.
That's a heads-up play by Greenlee, Mike, knowing that the catcher hasn't found the ball yet. He goes back there, gets the ball, throws a seed down there to second base, and gets the out.
So you've seen a lot of things in high school sports, but I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've seen it in Little League.
And he wasn't moving good originally going down the first baseline.
The catcher had no idea where the ball was.
But still, it's
but when you're down 4 runs, that's tough. But, you know, the coach is right there, and he's probably the one who told him to keep going.
Yeah.
There's a ball. Ball 1 to Peyton Lehman. The last hope for Polytech. They trail 7-3.
Yeah, he's definitely a downhill pitcher.
So here it is, 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. But even if you hit the ball, it's probably going to hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, you get it on the sweet spot.
Off speed, misses on that one, 2-1. If Lehman gets on, Jason, it's going to be Chase Rebuck to bat for Polytech. Lehman 0 for 2 tonight, 2 groundouts. There is ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike. 1 strikeout and 1 walk this inning for the pitcher, Bryce Greenlee. And there is strike 2, and it's a full count. And here we are at 9:22 p.m., bottom of the 7th.
7-3, Milford leads.
Inside, ball 4, and Lehman gets on with the walk. So, like Abe Vigoda, he ain't dead yet. Well, Abe Vigoda is dead, but, you got to use Abe Vigoda there. So, Chase Rebuck comes up. He has 2 hits tonight, 2 for 3.
Yep.
Tommy, can you get me off the hook for old time's sake? Air strike 1 on Rebuck. Play first, and he gets back in. Jason, everything good in life can be traced back to the Godfather.
True. Very true.
Oh, quick pick off at first, but Lehman is quite alert down there. Oh, 1 to Rebuck. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 called, 0-2.
Yeah.
And again, down to their final strike.
Comes out, gets ahead of the batter, 0-2.
So, Jason, pretty entertaining game tonight.
Absolutely. Great Henlopen baseball.
And there's swing and miss, strike 3. And this ball game is over. Milford puts up a 4 spot in the top of the 7th, and they take this one 7-3. And, Jason, a lot of hits. We thought we might see some hitting tonight. And just a good game out here at Frawley Stadium.
It was, and Milford's offense, Mike, 12 hits, 7 runs. Does a great job in the 7th inning after Polytech came back and tied it at 3. Goes out in the 7th inning and gets it done with the bats around in the 7th, plating 4 runs.
So Milford improves to 4-5-1, and I think that's going to about wrap it up for here at 302 Sports. So for Len Evans, Pat Arianis, the Halliday Boys, Jason Winchell, I'm Mike Lang. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time on 302 Sports.